I'm Caitlin, a Microsoft Alliance Manager here at Sunrise Technologies. Knowing when to upgrade from a legacy on-prem system like AX or GP can be a very tough decision. That's why we've invited experts from both Microsoft and Sunrise to chime in on the topic today. We'll cover some common questions about upgrading to the cloud and hear from Quinton Hunkin, a technical specialist at Microsoft, Bob Peterson, a senior technical specialist who has participated in over 400 migrations, and Scott Hambright, the Director of Global Customer Support at Sunrise, who has led many upgrade projects. Let's dive in.
Nice to be here today. My name is Quinton Hunkin, technical specialist here at Microsoft. What that essentially means is that I provide technical consultation throughout the sales cycle. So I start with gathering requirements from my customers, align those requirements to my Dynamics 365 products, and then ultimately I showcase our products through technical demonstrations that help my customers through their digital transformation journey and to help streamline their business processes in the cloud.
Great Plains software was the first version of ERP that Microsoft purchased in the year 2000, and Exapta shortly after that. So I've been doing this for 23 years, I guess. Dynamics AX version 7 was the first MS ERP product in the cloud in December of 2015, so 8 years ago. So I bet in 8 years, I've participated in over 400 migrations from various apps like Great Plains, Solomon, NAV, and different flavors of Dynamics AX like 2009 and 2012 R3.
I'm Scott Hambright. I'm Director of Global Customer Support at Sunrise. I've been with the company for a little over 12 years now. Prior to my current role, I was a technical architect in our implementation consulting group for a number of years, and I've done multiple full life cycle implementations of Dynamics. So very excited to meet with you today.
Whenever somebody's considering an on-prem to cloud migration, it's really natural for these customers to have reservations. Some of their common concerns include, data security, maybe the learning curve for their team to adopting to a new system, also a fear of disruption. These are all things that are concerns during the migration process, and it's crucial that we as Microsoft, as well as the partner, address these concerns head on and provide that reassurance needed about the benefits and support available.
So laggards typically see barriers with costs and the challenge of change, big risk. Early cloud adopters see the big advantage of change and ask, hey, how can we improve over our competition? How do we offer more to our customers? How do we do more with less? How do we go faster? Laggards typically ask, what is this going to cost? How do we determine business value and time to pay back? They had sunken costs into their software customizations they made, and they needed to recreate those on any platform that they were going to. So they have legitimate concerns about user adoption and training. How do we answer to our user community? So CFOs and CIOs are pressured to get full value from previous decisions and investments that were made.
One of the other key drivers that we've seen a lot of customers consider and ultimately use as one of the key decision points of moving to the cloud is the risk associated with managing on-prem infrastructure. So for our customers that were running legacy ERP solutions, we found in many cases these applications were no longer supported by the original manufacturer. That even included some of the hardware and software components, different versions of Windows or the database applications. So there was a lot of risk in continuing to maintain unsupported critical applications. Also, there's been a lot of customers throughout the space that have been running these legacy business applications on-prem that have unfortunately been affected by ransomware. And there's just a lot of security benefits in moving to the cloud. We haven't had any customers who have been running their ERP or CRM applications in the cloud have ransomware attacks that have resulted in downtime for F&O and CE. So there's a lot of benefit to moving to the cloud.
It offers a robust and integrated solution that really goes beyond the surface. It's not just streamlining your business processes, as I said, it's really the marriage of capabilities with the cloud's AI potential. Real-time insights become smarter, scalability becomes more intuitive, and flexibility then adds an extra layer of adaptability. And the cloud isn't just the host, it's really the stage where AI takes the spotlight, transforming data into transformative insights.
When your business is making soup or guitars, I focus on manufacturers. Running an on-prem software is nothing but a major IT responsibility and a growing expense. Microsoft Cloud relieves you of running things like network and database management, deploying upgrades and updates, implementing disaster recovery, security, and compliance. So improving system performance via database, automatic sizing was an additional thing that Microsoft provides for you in the cloud. You no longer had to constantly refresh your hardware to address getting more performance gains. Also, you gain the soft benefit of not being restricted to any hardware or operating system. All I need is a URL in any browser and I can get to my Dynamics. Remote is also another thing, the mobility factor associated with cloud computing. So any device anywhere with Dynamics was a good thing for everyone. You can run Dynamics Finance and Supply Chain on an iPhone.
A great example is Pet Supplies Plus. So they're a large retailer with hundreds of locations throughout the country. They were having a lot of problems with managing data growth. So it's a very high transaction environment, lots of POSs distributed around the country, and just managing that large scale of data volume growth. And there was just a lot of effort internally to manage that. They also had a lot of performance challenges as well. So one of the benefits of them upgrading from legacy versions of Dynamics into D365 is they were able to leverage the Microsoft Azure infrastructure team to manage that data growth, manage the performance issues that they were having before, that were having to all be have on staff resources troubleshoot. So there's been a lot of benefit in them moving to the cloud and being able to leverage Microsoft's experienced engineers to help with that. And when they upgraded from Dynamics AX to D365, they were able to leverage the many improvements that Microsoft has made in the point of sale application. So they've been able to much more quickly deploy new retail locations with a much lighter footprint at each one of the retail stores. It's much easier to manage. Closely with the Microsoft team to make sure that from a system architecture standpoint, that we could model their solution in a way where they could support their franchise business. They also have a set of company-owned stores as well. So there were some unique requirements for each scenario, but we were able to deploy an effective solution for both of those scenarios.
Really, the feedback is consistently positive. Improved agility and efficiency are common themes I usually hear from my customers. They also appreciate the reduced IT burden. They don't have to manage those data centers anymore. Cost savings and really the ability to innovate faster. And then, of course, with the cloud's AI capabilities, organizations often experience a significant boost in predictive analytics and automation, really adding another layer of efficiency to their operations. Forrester's study really highlighted several key points. One that stood out to me was that accelerated time to value. According to the report, organizations can get their return on investment within 22 months, really showcasing the efficiency and ROI potential of Dynamics 365 as a whole. This timeline is not only reflecting those financial gains. It's also reflecting increased production volume capacity of 10 to 15%, an overall increase in productivity of 10 to 50%. It's going to vary obviously from customer to customer and what their size is, how many employees they have.
Yeah, great question. So we actually have our own implementation methodology called Quick Start. And this is a repeatable process that we've used across many customers for new implementations and upgrades. We've developed this internally just based on our long experience in the space, and we're able to provide a very repeatable and consistent process to help our customers migrate from their legacy on-prem ERP and CRM solutions into the cloud.
As I mentioned, a key part of my job as a technical specialist when I first talk to a customer, I gather those requirements, I map those requirements to my products, and then, oftentimes, our products don't fulfill 100% of the picture, which is why it's so important to identify those partners such as Sunrise Technology that have that deep industry expertise. They have that IP that can help fill the gaps of our product, and working, in lockstep with that partner to ensure that all of the needs are fulfilled for that customer. It's extremely crucial in the process because we as Microsoft, we help with the software. Our partners help with the implementation. If we're not on the same page throughout the process, then that customer ultimately won't be as successful.
A lot of factors that go into deciding when is the right time to upgrade. Obviously, there's cost associated with moving to the cloud, but there's also cost associated with remaining where you are and factoring in the risk associated with, as I just mentioned, continuing to maintain on-prem applications. So ultimately, we're seeing a lot of benefits being reported to us from our customers who have made the upgrade to D365.
I hope you found that information from Quinton, Bob, and Scott helpful. If you're interested in starting a conversation about your upgrade path, Sunrise offers a free migration assessment to help you get started. We've also linked several upgrade resources in the description below. We look forward to talking with you.